Alright guys, welcome for round one. We won the rolls, so we'll wish our opponent good luck and we will play first. And we have a hand with one land, which we just can't keep, so we'll go to 6. We also have a hand with one land, which we will have to go down to 5. This will keep. So one of the things that I could have done when I was building this deck that maybe people were running about it was that there was no real reason to include the Scar Guildmage. It was because it's a singleton, and I had other cards that I could play, but I haven't gotten to play with it before, so I kind of wanted to test it out. I figured that it'd probably be a cool day in hell before I draft a Gruul deck. So this is about as close as I'm going to get. So we'll see how it goes. Now, we're going to be in trouble if we don't draw a land next turn. But if we do, then we should be okay. If we do, we'll draw... oh, wow. That's not good. Well, so he's playing some sort of weird mill deck, which might be bad for us. And we were going to draw a land next turn, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully don't... Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing that this is his game plan. Drop a Shadow Alley Denizen and then drop Paralyzing Delusions on it. And we didn't get a land, so all we can do is pass. This might be a fairly quick game if we can't figure out some way to get a land and get a creature and play it fairly fast. But, I mean, that's just the way Magic works sometimes. You have to mulligan a lot. So, the Dimir deck has been stealing our Oculuses. Well, that's something we can play at least. It's better than nothing. And if he doesn't kill it this turn, that means we'll have Spell Rupture up next turn for 2, which will be good. If he doesn't play a black creature, we will definitely block. But I have a feeling, yeah. So this could be fairly bad. This is not the kind of opening we wanted to see our opponent do when we had no lands. So he's going to get 3 more cards from in the bin from our library, because we cannot block that. Well, that's something. I think we're gonna... Well, let's just pass for now and see what happens. He's got 2 cards in his hand, so... If he tries to kill the Guildmage, I'll probably counter it. If he doesn't, I will kill the Horror. It's fine. So we'll go ahead and kill that now. We lose 3 more cards from the library, which is starting to add up at this point. But I didn't really want to counter a Corpse Blockade. And we can't block the Field Oculus because we pit fought. He's not going to kill us by damage, most likely anyway. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. We have 6 lands in the bin. And, yeah, we're stuck again. So, we just have to pass. If he tries to play a black creature this time, if I can counter it, I will. Well, we'll see what he tries to do. Yeah, we'll counter that. So his plan is mill. That's his only plan. And if we weren't stuck on lands, he'd be much worse off. I don't know why he attacks. So we got our third land. So we will drop the Crassus and start coming in over his head. I don't expect to win this game. I think it'll be surprising if we do. All he really needs is to drop another black creature and just keep milling us. Our best draw at this point would be probably another pit fight. How many do we have in our bin? We have one more pit fight in our library, which hopefully he doesn't mill now, because that's our only other way to deal with that thing. Alright, so one pit fight is still in our library, 11 cards. So we have about 9% chance to draw it. We did not. But how many black creatures can he really have? We will drop a Miming Slime here, just to give us another guy. Keep him from maybe killing us by damage. He's drawn a lot of lands, which has been good for us. But he probably picked up that... Oh, that was not good. But we did get the pit fight. He's not going to be able to attack with it this turn. So we might just pull out this game after all. Oh, we did not need to see that. So we're definitely going to kill that denizen. Which is our only real way to win this game at this point. So let's go ahead and play our Guild Mage. And let's go ahead and kill that. I just think he has milled too many of our cards for us to really do any kind of a comeback now. And he probably has some more as well. Luckily we have one other card in our hand. Oh, he's going to get the booze anyway, so that's fine. So we're going to have to remember to save our pit fights for taking out the whatever he decides to target with for Cypher. So all we can really do is attack in. Of course, I targeted the one land that I turned into a creature this turn. That was stupid. So, luckily, it wasn't in a position where it might cost me the game. I mean, this is pretty much over. I don't think there's anything. We're just going to concede at this point. It's unfortunate that he's seen most of our library, but until that turn where he played the Coerced Confession and the Whispering Madness, no, it was Whispering Madness and another Paranoid Illusions. I think we were in it until then. So, what do we want? I think we're going to bring in the Hindervines and take out the... I think we're going to take out the Mind Eye Drake, because it's expensive and it doesn't do a lot of damage. Whereas Sapphire Drake can put the beat on. I want the Hindervines because it will prevent Cypher from happening, just in case we need it on a turn. Hopefully we have a little more lands this time. I don't see anything else I really want. I haven't played against a deck so heavily focused on mill in a long time. In Gate Crash anyway. Alright, so hopefully we get some lands this time. We've got a mountain and an island. We have no green, but if we draw green, we're really well off. We'll keep and hope. This is the drawback of playing this. We can't even play it, so... I just hope we don't see a first turn Shadow Alley Denizen. Alright, good. So, things are looking a lot more up for us this game than last game. We are going to play the Guild Mage here. So it's good that we're going to get that online early too. I would imagine that he's going to Paranoid Delusions up his Oculus, and if he does, we're going to burst his strength to our Guild Mage and then fight them. And I guess that's why that's in the deck. Let's play the... We don't really need the mountain yet. If I can kill that Oculus, I'll be perfectly happy with it, so we are going to do an attack. Let's see what he does. If he doesn't block, we're going to play the Charger. And we'll pass the turn. And wait on Miming's Climb a little bit. So he has nothing. We're going to make our island a creature and start coming in. No real point in playing the Charger. So, the only thing I can think of is he has a lot of discard spells in his hands, but just no creatures. He needs to probably play a Denrova Horror here. Which is fine. I think the Miming Slime can go. Let's go ahead and make this island a guy. So he can either trade off his one creature, or he can go down to 2. And he'll trade off his horror, which is fine with me. So, what can we do? Let's do this. It's too bad we don't have enough lands to pit fight and charger, because that would be nice, but we might lose a land here, which is fine. And then we'll take him down to 4. So we know one of his cards in his hand is a Mortis Strider. And he's at 4 life. So if he doesn't play 2 creatures here, he's dead. It's too bad he's... Oh, so he really wanted to get those 3 cards in the graveyard. So he's just dead now. We are going to pit fight. Take out his Mortis Strider. Swing in and take him out. Alright, so on to game 3. Are there any other changes that I want to make? I don't think that there are. I like the Hydra Vines, I like that better than the other flying guy, the Mighty Knight Drake. And we were really able to see that game how powerful Scarred Guildmage can be when you get him online early. I mean, we're really able to pressure him fast. We take him down to 6 in just 2 turns. So, we'll go ahead and run with this again. Hopefully we'll draw our pit fights this game. So we do have lands this time. We have a Spell Rupture, which is good. We have our Guild Mage. So we'll lead with the Guild Gate and then play a... I think we'll play the Guild Mage second turn, likely. Anytime he's not dropping a first turn, Shadow Alley Dellison is okay with me. And I haven't seen any creature removal from his deck either, so that's another good thing. That was a good draw. So we have 2 options here. We can wait a turn to play Gyre Sage, or we can continue to develop our board. I think we're going to attack first. See if he blocks. He knows we have a lot of pit fights. I don't know if he's willing to... Okay, so he's not willing to trade Bane Alley Broker. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and drop the Oculus turn, because I want to be able to kill that Broker next turn. It's really an... Oh, that's right. I keep thinking I have a pit fight in my hand. But I don't yet. So I probably should have played the Gyre Sage instead. And I really would have liked to counter that. So we'll go ahead and play the Gyre Sage here. And we'll pass the turn with Spell Rupture up. He doesn't have a lot of creatures, so Corpse Blockade isn't super good. Yeah, I'm countering this just because I don't want him to get more defense down. So now we got what we needed. Do I want to take out the Broker or the Corpse Blockade? I think I want to take out the Broker. I think in the long run that's going to be more of a threat to me. So we're going to go ahead and pump this guy up and pit fight. Because that's also his only guy that can attack right now. And he did not give his guy a death touch. So we're going to go ahead and just swing in. Start chipping away. He's probably got a Dinrova Horror in his hand. That would be a not very good card for us to deal with. Mortar Strider is annoying too. Metropolis Sprite could be a severe problem for us. We're going to drop the Croconera here. So we can't really attack in at this point. So and I probably should have used the Guild Mage there to buff up our Croconera. So we're seeing more creatures from him this game. But we're kind of in this Mexican standoff right now. That one hurt. So we got rid of a lot of good stuff there. He got rid of our 2nd out of 3 pit fights. And then just some creatures. So we're going to take a counter off the Gyre Sage here. Hopefully we get something here. That was a good draw. So we have 2 options. Considering he has 6 lands, I think Sapphire Drake is really good here. So we're going to go ahead and play that. Get a +1/+1 counter on both of our guys. So now all of our creatures have flying. So as long as we have the Sapphire Drape, he's in a little bit of trouble now. He can can have all the ground guys he wants, just doesn't really do anything. Because he's only got 2 flying guys, so we're going to start getting in with our air dudes. So let's go ahead and pump up our guys. Give him a counter just so he gets flying as well. We don't want to swing in with our Sapphire Drake just because it's so key. And we want to keep 1 card in our hand as well, so we can't get rid of it. So we'll take 10. So he must have sided out all his discard this game for creatures. That's the only thing I can think of. So there's the Horror. He's going to bounce the Sapphire Drake. We're going to discard Burst of Strength. He might bounce the token. I think that would be a mistake, though. Maybe it wouldn't. It's hard to say. Yeah, so I'll take the token. So since we have to get rid of that anyway, we don't lose any creatures, we're going to go ahead and put a counter on our Krakenara. So we can get in for some damage this turn if he wants to, but I don't know if he will. He can't attack with either of his flyers. Yeah, so he's just not going to do anything. So we can evolve our Gyre Sage first. If we do that before we attack, he's a 4/5. And he can't be killed by Metropolis Sprite. I think that's worth it, probably. Plus it gives our Ceratok flying. And we'll go ahead and beat in again. He's at the point where he's going to have to start chump blocking. So my guys have trample as well. So he's going to go to 1. And this is probably just about the game right there. Unless he finds a way to deal with the Sapphire Drake. That's not going to be enough. Swings in with the Horror. He has 0 cards in his hand. I'll just chump with the Oculus. And go ahead and swing in with all 3 flying trample flyers. I don't think he realizes my creatures have trample. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we went round 1. See you for round 2. Oh, which is going to be really soon.